But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards that time for number 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. From the 45 on 2nd down. Purdy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 62 yards. And the Niners have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Gould with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On 1st down, Purdy. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And now a throw on there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Rolling to his left. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Here's Purdy.
And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And the grab by Kroft.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. The kick by Gold is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run with Sanders. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts.
Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Inside the 20.
And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in at the
3. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
And if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Kaiser White. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you huddle him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down and goal. Hurts to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
A final shot before break. Purdy.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. In their offense.
Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go.
Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they, too, didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Purdy off the play fake. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into second half blowout material.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Steps away.
Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
29 yards for Christian McCaffrey
as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. On the move to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 49ers 12-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Play action. Now Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Back to throw. Purdy.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
But 1st down, Hurts.
And that's complete to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Hurts fumbles it.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But we said it at halftime that they would.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation. The 4th quarter, you come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
Now Purdy.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Trying to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.